The highest principle of the gospel is plural celestial marriage. That's what we were taught. I could become a goddess if I did everything just right. And I loved Joseph Smith with all my heart, because that's what you're told a lot, you know, it's all about him. I had to do everything that Joseph Smith said I had to do. Plural marriage, all of it, or I couldn't be with God, and my greatest fear is that I wouldn't be with God. So I just felt like that's what I had to do. And then when I married, that's what he wanted. And so that began our search into finding a polygamous group to belong to. I was excommunicated in the Mormon church. There's my family all weeping and oozing, and they're just thinking, oh, Mom's lost. And my mom was just, my daughter's lost. Well, Joseph Smith and Brigham Young, John Taylor, Heber C. Kimbrough, Wilford Woodruff, none of those men could be in the church today. That was the big selling point to get you into fundamentalism. That was the main selling point to get you in. When they first told me, because we were converted in Salt Lake, and then they said, come down to the city of God. They said, it's a beautiful city of God. So we went down there. We hadn't been in too long. Oh, my heart. It's just, I said, the only celestial kingdom here is for the rats. It was so bad. Trailers just flung in there any old way. Mud and dirt and no grass. And I stood in the streets and I said, Father in heaven, this is the city of God? Is it fear that holds women in polygamous marriages? For fear of being destroyed, like Joseph Smith said to Emma? For me it was. For me it was, because I had to strive to be an elect lady, and that was the only way I was getting there, was to be submissive to my husband. And if I wasn't, and I didn't give him the wives that he wanted, I would be destroyed and would be damned. That's absolutely taught in the fundamentalist groups, absolutely. Behind the scenes, it's not Happyville. And there's horrible trouble between the sister wives. It is not a pleasant way to live. It's horrible. There's so much gaming that goes on between the women. And then they wanted to give my husband an 18-year-old girl. And I said, well, if you take her for a wife, she's not living here, and I won't be a party to it. Well, then, you know, there's always the whippings and the beatings that go on, and it went from bad to worse, and that's when I decided I was out of there. That's when I left, but I just couldn't take it anymore. My children were pushing at me to get back in the Mormon church. So, being the pleaser that I've been through my life, I went back to the Mormon church, but when I went to get rebaptized back into the Mormon church, I felt absolutely icky about it. I didn't feel right in doing it, but I did it to please my kids. And that became a living hell also for me. And so I just started to plead with God, teach me the truth, that the truth might set me free, because I can't take this anymore. And I told Father in heaven, I said, you take me home, if you will, please, because I can't stand this anymore. Or get me out of it and show me the truth, because I can't live this way anymore. Not there, not here. And I said, Father, somewhere there's got to be some truth. Somewhere. I got to find it. I told the Lord, I said, Father in heaven, I'll crawl back to the branch on my hands and knees if that's what you want to. If that's where you're at, and that's what you want, I'll go. Or I'll stay in the Mormon church. If that's what you want, I will do anything you want me to do. I just want to be where the truth is and serve you with all of my heart, mind, and strength. Just take me there, please. I've begged him, and it's just opening up, you know, inch by inch. And it's still very hard for me because I'm fresh in it, and I told God, I will do whatever you want. You can have everything. I'll go wherever you want me to go. I'll do whatever you want me to do. Just don't let go of me, because I love him. And that's why I'm here, because it feels so right to me at this point in my life. And I just told him, I said, I can't stand this confusion anymore. It's got to be cleared up for me. I can't live in it anymore. Take me home if I have to, because it's driving me crazy. I'm going to end up in the loony bin trying to find you, you know. So. And I began to study in the Bible, and I began to see where God said, I'm the same yesterday, today, and forever. Just knowing that I don't have to perform, that I'm saved by grace, because no matter what I could do, I could have never got there anyway. Not in anything I could do. I couldn't have been good enough. And that's the joke of it all, that in the Mormon church they're living by. They're never going to be good enough, and they're working their tail ends off, bless their hearts, and that's not how they're going to get there. Christ already did it. I'm starting to see that I can have a personal relationship with Christ. He's awesome. And he loves me, and I love him.